Dear friends, I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom and all the blessings for you and your family, for the Jewish people, and for all our brothers and sisters in the Holy Land, Israel. This Shabbat we read a double Torah portion of Acharei-Kedoshim. Acharei is not only read this week, but on Yom Kippur we read it because it tells us about the service of the Kohen Gadol, the high priest in Yom Kippur. And when the Torah introduces us to his service, it tells us that Moshe was told to speak to his brother Aaron and to say, there is this place in the holy temple called the Holy of Holies, the holiest room in the temple. In the structure of the temple, there was the first room, which had in it the menorah, the table for the showbread, and the golden altar for the incense. Then there was a curtain or a divider, and behind that was the room called the Holy of Holies. In it was the Ark. And the Torah says, V'al yava b'cholei sel HaKodesh, that no one, not even the high priest, is allowed to enter the Holy of Holies whenever they want. In actuality, they're never allowed to enter. Unless, as the Torah tells us now in detail, on this day of Yom Kippur, where they go in several times related to the specific service of that day. And that is the only time that anyone, even the high priest, who is the holiest Jew, was able to go into the Holy of Holies. Into a place where God's presence was so felt that all the laws of nature fell apart, as described by the rabbis in various ways. Where the truth, the light of Hashem was so clear and so pure that it couldn't tolerate any type of ego, worldliness, sin, etc., etc. And yet, how does the Torah introduce us to this great moment by telling us, V'al yava b'cholei, do not enter this place all the time. This law is not important for Yom Kippur. This law could have been said elsewhere. Or it could have just told us, on Yom Kippur you go in, and then never else. Why does the Torah teach us this? Because the Torah wants to tell us that though the high priest was the only one who went into the Holy of Holies, it's connected to every Jew. Because in the Holy of Holies was the Torah, which is connected to every single Jew. The high priest went in representing all of us. And though he's the only one who went in, when he went in, he carried with him all the Jewish people. Now we would think, if we have a place on earth, that's the Holy of Holies, that's the holiest place, God give us the opportunity to go in again and again and again, because hopefully we will then walk out feeling holier, feeling more connected, and maybe more inspired. But the Torah tells us something very, very fascinating, but very fundamental. And that is that a pure place like that, you have to be very worthy to go in. But at the same time, we all have to have a tremendous desire to go in. And though none of us are ever able to go in, and even when the Kohanim, only the high priest, but yet all of us have to have the desire, we would love to go into this place. We imagine standing in this place, even for a moment, because here we experience God in totality, how God encompasses us fully and completely in the real, true way, where we are but nothing but just an extension of God. And the Torah is trying to tell us that you do not need to go in to be able to have the benefit of the Holy of Holies. Just the desire to go in, the desire to want to have that experience is enough to catapult you into action and doing things that will enable you to grow and become closer and closer to Hashem, closer and closer to that feeling of truth, and your neshama become more and more revealed within you. And this is something Judaism emphasizes, that we always have to live with the desire for the wholesome truth, to experience, to be enveloped in the real thing. And though most of us practically will never get there, But that desire alone does wonders for us and helps propel us to reach the goals that we can reach in this world. And just the desire alone brings us to a new place in our life. And as the Baal Shem Tov emphasized, we are where our desires and our interest is. Even though you're not somewhere physically, but if that's what you think about, and that's what your interest and your desires, it's as if you're there in that place and in that moment. And therefore, even today, we don't have a temple. But yet, if we close our eyes for a moment, we say, I want to be in that holiest place. I want to be fully enveloped by God, in a place where there's no doubt, there's no question. It's only God that exists. And that, even today, infuses your life with a whole new level of movement forward in your personal development and you're closest to Hashem. I want to wish you Shabbat Shalom. God bless you all. We love you all. Candlelighting time in Montreal, 7:34 p.m.